Hi, this is Cube. I'm the founder of CypherD Wallet. I'm here to talk about what self custody means in the world of crypto. And I'm also here to talk about why it's so relevant for users to understand what self custody is with the recent events happening with crypto. For context, let's start by understanding what a user goes through when they buy a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin through a centralized exchange like Coinbase. The best analogy for that is actually buying a stock through an online stock brokerage like Robinhood. You download the mobile app, go through their user sign up flow, go through their KYC process, and map your bank account to the Robinhood account and go purchase a stock. And the moment you purchase a stock, the expectation is that it'll show up on a mobile app that you own the stock, right? This is exactly the experience an user goes through when they actually buying a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin through a centralized exchange like Coinbase. You download the mobile app, go through their sign up flow, go through their KYC process, providing all your personal information. And then you put your bank account on file and go, let's say you buy Bitcoin worth of $100 for the first time. The expectation is that when you open the mobile app for your centralized exchange, it'll show that you own $100 worth of Bitcoin. Now let's talk about what really happens under the hood when the mobile app shows that you own $100 worth of Bitcoin. All these cryptocurrencies run on blockchain. What is blockchain? In simple words, is a publicly accessible and immutable ledger, which um is able to like store infinite number of transactions. And like, what is immutable? It's like it can never be tampered the moment the transaction has been created, right? Now you bought $100 worth of Bitcoin and you go look at this public ledger that's publicly accessible that I'm talking about, it will actually say that the centralized exchange you bought through is the actual owner of Bitcoin. Then what does it really mean, like when the mobile app shows you own $100 worth of Bitcoin? The centralized exchange is actually your custodian, which means they custody your crypto assets on your behalf, which means they entirely control your crypto assets all through the lifetime when the mobile app shows that you own the crypto that you just bought on a centralized cryptocurrency exchange. What they instead do, the centralized cryptocurrency exchange, is that they just create a local ledger in their system that shows with all the cryptocurrency that I own on blockchain, $100 worth of Bitcoin owns to this user who just bought. And the tomorrow when you want to like withdraw this, the expectation is that they'll always honor the withdrawal. So you're operating with good intentions here. An alternative to that is actually self custody, where when you say you're self custodying your crypto instead of keeping it on a centralized exchange, when you go look at the public ledger, it'll actually say you own the crypto, which means you always control it, right? Now let's talk about what really a user goes through when they want to like self custody their crypto. You just download a non custodial or a self custody crypto wallet like MetaMask or even CypherD wallet that we're building, and you create a wallet for the first time. No KYC, no sign up process. You just create a wallet with a click of a button. When you create a wallet, what happens is it creates a wallet address, which is a public key, and then a private key. In very simple terms, the private key could be equated to a password and the wallet address could be equated to a username, right? But for engineers listening to this is actually a real asymmetric cryptographic key generation where you're generating a private key and a public key, excuse me, using an elliptical curve digital signature algorithm. Without going into the cryptographic theories, by creating this wallet, you have private key or a password and a wallet address or a public key, right? Or the username. And let's say you want to move your assets from your centralized custody to your self custody. All that you do is take your wallet address and go to your centralized exchange and say, hey, here's my wallet address. Can you withdraw all the crypto that you are custodying on my behalf to this wallet address that I just gave it to you? What they do is they take their private key and go sign a transaction on the public ledger blockchain saying that from this point onwards, this $100 worth of crypto belongs to this user who owns the private key, and this is the wallet address of their identity, right? And the moment this happens, no central authority controls your asset. Instead, you own the private key. As long as you have a secure way to store your private key, in a separate video, I'm going to talk about how you safely secure a private key. But the moment you have the private key and you directly have that ledger entry on blockchain, this is what self-custody actually means. Why does it matter? Here is where we are going to talk about recent events of crypto. A very large centralized exchange called FTX recently filed bankruptcy, and they had billions and billions of dollars worth of crypto that they custody on behalf of users. And there were a lot of rumors about things not looking good. And when users tried to withdraw their assets, all of a sudden they stopped users from withdrawing. And today they have filed bankruptcy, which means all the users' funds are gone. All the users who thought they were owning the crypto was all owned by FTX, and they filed bankruptcy and all the assets are gone, right? And this is where self-custody is powerful. If the users were custodying these assets through self-custody that we just spoke about, by directly showing proof that you own it on blockchain, nobody can stop it. When I say nobody can stop it, there is 10 years worth of history to prove that the blockchain ledgers are immutable, which means nobody has ever tampered with transaction on Bitcoin since it has begun. This is what the self-custody technology is, right? And this is why it's important for people to understand what self-custody is with recent activity, recent events, right? Now you have the choice to choose between a centralized exchange and a self-custody wallet or some other mechanism where you can like directly own the asset on the blockchain, right? And you should do your own research, because there are other risks where like you could actually lose your private key and like you can lose your all of the assets, but I'll separately talk about it. But I think this video explained to you on what exactly self-custody is and why it matters and how this could have saved so many users from losing their funds, which is exactly what happened with like all the saga with FTX last week. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll definitely do more content to help you understand how this world of blockchain can be used to better the world. And Cypherdy wallet is one of the non-custodial wallets as well. And very soon we'll make a video talking about how you can self-custody your wallet using Cypherdy wallet. Thank you.